Welcome back, everyone. I'm MoeChicken, and we are back with more Secret of Evermore. In the last episode, we defeated a giant bug named Thrax, and we got this, the Spider's Claw, which is our first axe-type weapon. So now we also saved Strongheart, who was the person we had come out here to save in the first place. So we can now head back to the village and, revel in our glorious victory, I suppose. Now, something I briefly touched on in the last episode is that there are three types of weapons in this game. Axes, swords, and spears. And they generally go in a specific order of strength. So swords are usually the weakest, followed by axes, followed by spears. Now, as I had mentioned once before, sometimes you do get items that will improve them. Like, I know that at the very least that there is an item called the Sword Sheath that will increase the power of swords specifically. So if you get that, your sword actually might be stronger than the other two. But for right now, there's really not a whole lot of reason for me to go back to the sword. By the way, did you guys notice the secret area? Right here? I can tell you I didn't for a long time. And I found out about this when I tracked down a strategy guide for this game. And this is the only way you can get this spell.
Well, you look like you've been through a lot. There are lots of bugs and baddies out there. They are probably giving you a hard time.
You're telling me.
Here's something that should help you out in the sand, tar, and lava. It's the formula for acid rain. Just mix 3 parts water with 1 part ash and you'll have a potent concoction.
There we go.
Would you like to purchase ingredients?
What do you got? Ash. I could use some more clay. Use some more crystal. Good otherwise. Thank you. Sure. Save my progress. It's fine. Yeah, I missed this spell for a long time. No, not you. No. 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 Shut up. I'm trying to trying to steal your things. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to take your things. Yeah, I didn't find this spell for a long time. There's a lot of them that are like really well hidden. And you just have to like track them down. Take that, single mosquito! Ha ha ha! I destroyed him! Muhaha! But yeah, you can see that I've got like 3 offensive spells now. And how do I put this? It's not a situation where like all spells are equivalent in terms of like their potential. I'm gonna get a fire spell in the next area that's stronger than Flash will ever be. So you really do just kind of need to like decide on a spell and stick with it. Just be like, this is the one I want to master. And that's gonna be generally gonna be your best bet in terms of like leveling up your spells. Unless you decide you just really want to take the time and level up all of them. Which I tried to do once. I tried to be like, I want to get much stronger with lots of my spells so that I have a variety of options available. The problem is, you can only ever have, I think, 10 alchemy formulas equipped. So, and you're going to find out as you play the game that a lot of them are kind of like necessities. Like, there's some that are like plot critical. Like, there's one that allows you to move heavy objects. You're going to need to always have that equipped. And there's another one that's like, it's there's healing spells. There are like poison removal spells. All that takes up your inventory. So you really can't just specialize in everything. you gotta make a choice. So maybe I will get good with acid rain. Maybe I will become a polluter in this playthrough. A looter and polluter. I mean, according to Captain Planet, that is not the way, but I am kind of interested in doing it, so we're gonna see. Looting and polluting is not the way. Hear what Captain Planet has to say. I actually liked Captain Planet when I was a kid. I liked it and I didn't like it. I liked parts of it, but I always got fed up with the environmental explanations. Like when they spent a lot of time talking about how to save the environment, we're like, shut up. just get back to using magic rings to shoot lasers. That's what I'm interested in. I don't care about the environment. Completely missing the point of the cartoon. Oh well. As you may have already noticed, but the axe has the amazing ability to cut foliage. Hooray! So now there's other places we can go. Also, this will not be important for quite a while, so don't worry about it too much. There's something here? You got something, boy? You got something for me? Got some ash. Yeah. Time to loot and pollute with my acid rain. You want to go, wimpy flower? Ha ha ha! I watered you with death. I like it's actually called a wimpy flower. It's not a very good flower. Death. I guess being a wimp doesn't mean you're not good. It just means you're not physically capable. Maybe it's a very intelligent plant. I don't know. I cast more magic on these skeletsnails. Water is very easy to come by. And so it's used in a lot of different, well, it's easy to come by in this environment. So it's used in a lot of, like, formulas. So I'm not terribly upset about the idea of using water. Oh, also I should mention, it tells you up in the upper right-hand corner how many of that spell you can cast based on your current inventory. So they make it easy on you. I don't know, I'm just fighting. I should really move on. There's no reason for me fighting these guys. I just kind of got into it. Does anyone else out there ever get into that? Like, there are times when I'll be playing, like, you know, Secret of Mana, or, like, Trial, I guess it's called Trials of Mana now, or this game where I just sort of, like, want to fight things. Come on, little Mac. Let's go talk to Fire Eyes. Alright, let's go talk to Fire Eyes. Here we go. Hello, Elizabeth. I heard you were victorious in the far reaches of the bug. Well, it was a bug hunt. We got out of it okay. We got a nifty claw, too. It's like an axe. Well, that's great. Just doesn't care. Strongheart has returned to his hut south of the village. And now the village faces a new crisis. The volcano to the north is rapidly cooling down. If this trend continues, we could have an ice age on our hands. I'd like to help you, but I've really got to start looking for a way back home. Your best bet might be to track down the source of this atmospheric icing. You see, I'm originally from Podunk, too. I wouldn't have guessed that based on your voice. My grandpa's an inventor who lived in the mansion on the hill. He made a machine that could send people to worlds of their own design. Since I enjoy all things prehistoric, I dreamed up this world of cave people and dinosaurs. I'm supposed to be here for a couple of hours, but it's been a couple of decades. And you haven't aged, I guess? Now and again, I sense evidence of outside influences on our world. This recent drop in temperature could be the work of someone from the real world, and that person has control over the vicious volcano vipers. If you go to the source, at the center of the volcano, you might find something or someone that could lead you back home. And you might just save our village at the same time. Wow, it is like what happens to the pale people of Planet V. It's about a bunch of astronauts who get stuck on an exact replica of Earth, only it's populated by zombie vampires and, well, actually, this isn't like that at all. If you're finished with your little anecdote, I'll give you the ability to call on me in difficult situations. Okay. If you need my help, especially in big battles, you can throw a call bead on the ground. I'll appear in a flash. Then you'll be able to summon one of my spells. No offense, but how can a girl help a couple of adventurers like us? I've learned a few tricks since I've been here. Let me show you why they call me Fire Eyes. Okay. Step back. Yeah, alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! Okay. Call me if you need my help. Okay, bye. Cool. So, what that is sort of like a summon system. Now we can use, where are they? These things, call beads, to summon Fire Eyes to use one of these spells. It's a finite resource. I don't think you can buy them. Maybe later in the game you can buy them, but I don't think you can. And so it's worth it to save them for actual boss battles, which is what I'm going to do. So, now I believe now that we have the mighty ability to cut through plants, we can go and visit Strongheart in his hut. Let's go and do so. I believe he has a new alchemy spell for us. It's a very useful one if it's the one I'm thinking of, so I want to get it. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I got a shell hat. Yes, please. Oh, check me out. Got that shell hat. Cool stuff.
Hello, Mo. I'm back in business after the terrible experience in the bug mark. Thanks to you, I'm not a big bug's dinner. Please take this cure for me. It will cure you from poison and other ills. The formula requires 2 parts root and 1 part oil.
Oh, he did. I was hoping he would give me the actual healing spell. Where do you get that? I don't know. I don't remember.
Would you like to purchase ingredients?
Sure. What do you have? Some oil, buy some water. Oh. Sure, yeah.
Holy crap!
I really can't do a very good strong bad. It's just so painful to your throat. I don't know how the brothers Chaps, or well, Mike Chapman, I think is the was that Mike or Matt? I can't remember. Whichever one did all the voices, because it was just one guy who did all the voices. How his throat did not completely like degrade over the years that he did that voice, I don't know, because that voice kills your throat, but it's so distinctive. I actually think that Strong Bad and his popularity was really just an accident. Like I'm kind of going off at a bit of a tangent here, but that's what I always do. When you look at like the early appearances of Strong Bad, it really seems like he was just kind of supposed to be like a one-off character. And then they did the Strong Bad emails thing, and it was so popular that like he became the main character of the website pretty much. It's just sort of funny how like I find myself wondering how much of that was like frustrating to them, because every once in a while that does happen. Like when you're making something that you wind up with something unexpectedly being popular. Actually, a manga that I'm reading right now, Hayate no Gotoku, had a similar situation where I think the author intended to briefly explain what happens. It's a love comedy about like a really unlucky guy who winds up in a position as a butler for for like a little rich girl, and hijinks ensue. But I think the author originally intended for this one particular character to be like the love interest, in the sense that like this character would be the normal girl love interest, because Hayate was like forced into this situation where all these like rich people are around him, and he's like a poor. He came from really humble beginnings, and so the author wanted to have like a sort of a plain girl. Oh, I hate when they do this. Stop that! Don't eat my dog. You monster! You carny flower! Are you dead? What's going on here? Oh, there we go. But I think, and that girl's name was Nishizawa. I think Nishizawa just wasn't as popular as some of the other characters, and so she like kind of faded into the background really early on. There was another character named Hinagiku in that comic who I think was supposed to just sort of be like a bit player, but apparently she was like so tremendously popular among the viewers that like she had to become a major character in the story. Just because the author couldn't take her out of the story. So sometimes that happens. Sometimes things unexpectedly become popular. But that is the nature of the medium. Anyway, we're actually up against time, so I think I will go ahead and end off here before we begin our journey up to the... Actually, no, I'll tell you what. Before we end off, because I believe it's right up here, there is a place where... I'm being eaten! Help! Help! Help me! Help me, little Mac. I believe there's a place that we can stop off right up here, right? Oh wait, no, this is closed off. This isn't what I thought it was. This isn't what I thought it was. Hang on. Where do I need to go? Am I in the wrong place? Doggone it! Stop eating my dog! Stop it! Jeez. These carny flowers. So dangerous. Oh, you have to do this first. Okay, well, we're not going to do this. We're going to do this today. this will be for next time. So I hope you'll come back and join me for that. Oh, it's a spider. I'm the MoeChicken. This is Secret of Evermore, and there's spiders. Thanks for stopping by. Spiders!